YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Buddha back in the building for another Last Cloudia video. I've been off the grid for a little while, but we are back, and as you can see, we have returned with our girl 2B. Yes, if you didn't see the summons where I got this chick, you should go check it out. I'm probably going to post that video up before this one because it was pretty epic. Today we did a live stream hunting down the different Monster Manor bounties, and we got some sponsored summons thrown at us. So who am I to reject some summons that you guys want to see? Well, the results of that, we were able to get 2B. And it inspired me because we were able to take this girl, and if I show her off, go all the way at the end, you can see that we do have her at level 1. I have not ran her in a single stage. I do have her ready to be enhanced, awakened to 3, but the important thing about this video, if you have read the title, is that her ability board is unlocked. 108 out of 108 is what we have so far. Of course, I still will need to 5-star enhance her and get those types of benefits. But there's an age-old question that a lot of people ask in this game. Well, let me back up and say there's a conception that I think some people just don't quite understand, and that is the importance of a character's ability board versus their level. New players a lot of the time get caught up in the question, how do I level up my units and make them stronger? Well, this video is meant to shift your focus and emphasize that it really is not about a unit's level that impacts their performance as much as it is about their ability board. Something I've wanted to do for quite a while is take a level 1 unit with a maxed out board and showcase them alongside a unit who is more leveled but not quite maxed out on their board. We're going to be comparing 2B to the Phantom Thief Robin. I wish I could have a level 100 unit without a fleshed out board, but I figure this will still be a pretty good representation because I think it allows us to see where a lot of players that are asking this question, where their characters typically fall in line in terms of progression. You can see we've got PT Robin at level 80 with about half of his board maxed out, 56 out of 104. In terms of stat gains, from level 80 to 100, it's pretty negligible. I do only have him at a 2-star in terms of awakening, but I believe that won't affect this too much as well. I think this is a good representation of taking a character that a player that's asking, how do I make my characters better, where their characters are typically sitting at, and showing why they need to shift their focus to getting materials for that ability board. So in terms of stages, I chose to go with Blaze Garden on hard mode. This isn't quite an end game stage. It's not quite early game. Well, I'd say maybe it could be considered early to mid game, but it is a hard stage. It has a ton of waves. I believe it's like a 9-wave stage minimum. So it's going to give a nice visual of what these characters look like in your typical Last Cloudia situations. But the focus here is that we have 2B, right? We have her whole board maxed out. So we've got all of her 0 SC cost skills. You can see I don't even have a single external skill taught to her from other arcs. But in terms of equipment, again, she's level 1, so we don't have access to accessory slots. Another handicap on this girl. We're going to be giving PT Robin the exact same weapons here, so there's not too much differentiation between these two characters. The only difference is going to be those ability board differences and level differences. I'm even going to give PT Robin equipment so we can give him a little bit more of an edge to even further see what the difference completely looks like. Same arc, I'm going to run killing machines on both of them. It's just a very standard, nice PDPS arc that you can throw on just about any character if you don't have the most optimal arcs at your disposal. So this is how we're going to run it. If this goes the way that I think it will, I believe 2B at level 1 is going to outshine PT Robin, who is sitting at level 80. Let's go ahead and check this out. So a couple things, right, you have to keep in mind. 2B is at another level in terms of what skills she comes with, but that's kind of still the emphasis, right? We don't have like skill charge 1s. We don't have any skill charges at all with 2B here. She's only coming with the skills that are available in her kit, but that's the thing, is that even the skills that are available in her kit are going to be outshining, I believe, what PT Robin can show off with the little bit of investment that we have in him. We can see that her damage isn't too crazy. We're on wave 3 out of 8. We can see she's hovering kind of in, she's even getting up to 8,000 damage. We do have auto on, which I want to take off. I think she just used her S3. But you can see what her damage looks like. She's hitting in the thousands, right? She's level 1. She's not getting close to cap or anything that's like top tier performing. But we're taking on a recommended level 60 stage at level 1. Okay, so right, this, I hope the debate, I hope the discussion of this video doesn't go like, well, of course she does better than PT Robin. Her kit is far superior. Well, yes, but also she's level 1, right? This video is more for newer players in an effort to to shift their perspective on what actually matters. Yes, the point that 2B's kit is phenomenal is highlighted here because her entire board is filled out. We have literally no extra skills on her from arcs or anything. So this kind of performance at level 1 is absolutely incredible. You could max, if you had the ability to max out her board and then literally start from nothing, this girl would probably be carrying you up until where we are. This is, I think, late into chapter 2. It's very hard to dispute what is actually important here in terms of what progresses a character to perform so well. So there we go. Now that is officially the only showcase that I can give of 2B at level 1 since she just gained 12 levels by going through that stage. I really hope you see the power that she just showed off with a maxed out board. And now remember that, because we're going to take PT Robin into the same stage with generally the same kind of things and see how he compares. So here we are with PT Robin, same arc as you can see. In terms of skills, you know, I did decide to put some skills on him just to represent probably a newer player playing around with their characters. They've learned a couple of skills, threw it on them. They knew that dual wield is one of these target skills that they want to acquire. They did it. They got Sandworm. They taught it to their PT Robin. So we have that on them. Sharp Eyes, they also knew was a great damage multiplier, so we gave that to him. Fast Critical I have, and then Attack Up 2. That's what eats up this 27 SC. Everything else is about what half of his board is giving us in terms of innate skills. Equips, same 2 weapons as we had with 2B. These are a little more end game, so don't expect to have these right off the bat. But then these accessories, I gave Driftstone and Deadly Choker just for a little extra edge, some more damage multiplier here, and critical rate plus 3%. These you can acquire very early on in the game. And with that, we will now take PT Robin into this stage and see how he performs in these in a multi-wave fashion. And this guy is over-leveled, as you can see, level 80, and this recommended stage is for level 60s. So pay attention to damage, pay attention to SCT reserve and his stocks. We're going to start off with nothing, and here we go. We can already see his normal attacks are abysmal compared to 2B's. We're barely getting, we finally got a reject, and there you go. I mean, his crits, if you remembered 2B's crits from just a moment ago, she was sitting in like the 6,000 to 8,000 range. Our boy PT Robin is struggling to get to 2K. And again, we are using, that's even with the damage boost from that airborne accessory, where we got up to about 2,500, I think was the max number that I saw there. So you also have to think about hit counts and stuff, but I mean, he's got a fair amount of hit counts, 16 hits on that S2. Well, that is with dual wield. 2B's hit counts are not only better than PT Robin's, but they were also hitting for more at level 1, but with a max board. This, yeah, I believe they resist dark, so his S3 is going to be mitigated in terms of damage, but these S1 and S2, that's what you get, right? Level 80, max or half board filled out, even with the same arc, same weapons, same skills, or not same skills. That's what he's lacking because, right, having 108 out of 108 unlocked not only gives you more stats, but it gives you all of the skills that 2B comes with. That includes all of the damage multipliers, everything that PT Robin is lacking that we would need to place on him manually. 2B comes with just by maxing out her board completely for free. In all of our efforts to give this guy what I could, we can't make him perform the same, even with this amount of level gap. So I think I'm happy with this kind of comparison. If we were looking at a completely fleshed out PT Robin, I still think 2B would outshine him just because she's that crazy and the skills she comes with are that good. But at the very least, this can be a showcase of how, even if you're looking at your 2B thinking, why isn't mine performing to the level that the community's preaching about? That was pretty damn good. And she was level 1. It's all about that board. I can't say it enough in this video, and that was the whole purpose of it. But bringing these characters in with same equips, same arc, and I imagine they have similar stats, even at level 1 and level 80, because of how many stat increases you get through that board. That's the whole point. And I hope that it really kind of opened your eyes if you were wondering how to make your character perform better. Step 1 is getting that board unlocked. So that'll do it. I'm very happy to keep playing around with 2B, and I'm glad I was able to make this video because that really shows how important that board is. Now at level 13, right, because she jumped up a little bit, we saw the powerhouse that 2B is, and look forward to my official showcases with 2B. I'm planning on doing a level 100 4-star showcase of her, and then when I can grind up the mats, eventually a 5-star. Incredible unit. I'm going to have a ton of fun with her, and I can't wait to make some content for you guys. I hope this helped you out. I hope this was able to redirect some of your focus and your efforts in terms of building these units and what actually matters. And that's why it's so important to focus, especially early game, on one unit at a time, because these resources are scarce, very scarce in the beginning. So if you're able to get an edge and unlock a majority of a character's board early on, they can basically be your carry to keep progressing and unlocking more things that then allow you to farm more mats and upgrade more things as you go more quickly. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it gave you a fun little comparison of these two different situations. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor, like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you know exactly when I post videos, and you won't be out of the loop in case of emergency. But with all that being said, y'all know what we say. Work hard, play harder. See ya in the next video.